Hey you, yeah you. If you clicked on this video, you're here to learn how to make some quick cash. Hey everybody, real quick, before we get to the action, I wanted to let you know that everything that we use in this video, I will put affiliate links down in the description below. If you'd like to do any of this build, please go down there and purchase off of those affiliate links. And if you purchase off of one of those links, it helps me and it helps the channel, and it allows me to continue to make videos for you. So, all right, let's get back to it. So first things first, you're gonna go get an 8-foot furring strip. They're gonna consider it 1x2, or you can actually pick up a 1x2 that are not furring strips, but you're going to get the same desired result with a couple of different steps that you might not actually have to do, whether you get a furring strip or whether you get a regular piece of stock. Now, I will say that a furring strip is only $1.20 at your local big box store in my area. So that is what I'm going to go with today, because to get the results that we want to get for the amount of profit that we want, this is the route that I'm going to go. Now, first things first, we need to find out how long we want our pieces to be. So we are going to go ahead and come from the side. And we want the handles for our parts, for our product here, to be 6 inches. So we'll come out and we'll mark that 6 inches just like so. Now, you have multiple different ways that you can make these cuts. You can use a circular saw, a hand saw, or your miter saw. I'm going to use a miter saw because I'm going to go ahead and set up a stop so that we can make multiple cuts at the same exact length over and over again, so that we can batch out as many of these as we possibly can while everybody's still purchasing their upcoming wedding gifts or party favors. Now, to start out with, you're going to want to, while this is the entire length, full length, you're going to want to come in and sand it down real quick. Really sand it down. I don't even think that took me 5 minutes. With these furring strips, they already come with kind of a nice rounded corner to them. All you have to do is sand them down to make them flow a little bit better, and that'll be nice and easy to do. So now, just like I said I was going to, I went ahead and set up a stop at 6 inches. Nice, easy, 6 inches. Now, you're going to want to get your center off of here. So this obviously comes to 1.5 inches and then 3/4. Honestly, just shy of it, but what we'll end up doing is coming with a center punch, lining it up dead center. And that will give us our center mark right here. Now, I picked these up on Amazon. I will link these down in the description below. You can order an entire box of them. A box of 30, I believe, is $40, and you can go down from there depending on how many of these that you want to make. I went ahead and ordered the biggest box, but we are going to go ahead and drill a hole to fit this. Now, what you're going to want to end up doing is going just slightly smaller of a drill bit than you have for your bottle cap opener. So this will be 1/4 inch. What we want to do is we want to lay it down, try to stay up in the center. Take your time. Something else that you might want to do, and I didn't think about it until just now, but you're going to want to find out how deep you're going to have to go. And there are a few different ways to do this. I'm just doing this temporarily. You can either mark this with a marker, or if you don't want to have marker on your bits, which I don't think it really matters, and drill your hole out. Where if you're doing a bunch of these, you can streamline this in a couple of different ways. So I'm going to go ahead and show you on one. Okay, so that is one way to drill this hole out to the depth that you need for this. Now another way that you can do this, you get your one center line here and you use a doweling jig, and doweling jigs will have, I don't know if you can see this, doweling jigs have a line right here to show you the center mark of the hole that you're drilling into. So after you make that mark, you can line it up with that doweling jig right there in the center. Tighten this down. And with these doweling jigs, the drill bits normally come with these bit collars on them, so you'll be able to set your depth that you want it to go compared to your doweling jig. So now that we have that lined up, we're going to go ahead and drill out what we would have as the doweling jig. All right, now after you go through, I have, like I said, 15 of these cut out with one of those furring strips. I'm going to come back through, and everywhere that we cut and drilled, I am going to go ahead and sand everything down real quick. Down. What we're going to want to do now is put a finish on these. Alright, so I have enlisted in some help. I'm going to stain these a bunch of different colors. We're going to get a couple of each different color. And then last but not least, my favorite, now I've done this with a lot of my American flags, distressing them, and I really like the look. All you got to do is obviously torch it a little bit. You'll want to come back. You shouldn't have charred it too much, but wipe it down just a little bit. Make sure all that char is off of there. And I think this gives by far one of the best looks. Alright, so what I went ahead and did was had my wife come out here and tell me what colors she thought went best with each of these handles. And that brings us to our next point. So I went ahead and picked up this Gorilla Glue epoxy. It binds metal with wood. They do have different epoxies out there. It doesn't have to be by Gorilla, but this specifically binds wood and metal together. So I went ahead and picked it up. We do have a mixing cup right here that I got in a couple of different epoxy kits. So we are going to go ahead and add these two together, because these are just like epoxy kits. So we're going to go ahead, since we're doing 15 of them, probably about half. Make sure you pull this plunger back. If you don't, it will continue to leak out. So pull that plunger. Free those airways. We can even clean that up, because if you'd like to keep this for later, you very well can, because one's a hardener and one's an epoxy. So clean those up. Take some type of stir stick, and we're going to mix those up just like you would do in epoxy. And while we're also doing this, make sure you wear gloves. You would not want to glue yourself to yourself or anything else. So we're going to go ahead and start adding this epoxy to the threads. You don't have to add a lot. Just get this epoxy down into those threads, and we'll come over here. We'll actually screw this in to here. Alright guys, so for about an hour of my time, I went ahead and knocked out 14 of these. The 15th one is sitting over there still drying, so we actually don't have that one in the video, but that's about all it takes. And I will probably post these on Etsy for about $15 a piece. If somebody orders them in bulk, obviously I'll give them a discount on once they hit a certain amount. If they continue to order that, I'll give, whether it's a 10-15% discount. So this is a really fast, easy project that you can do, and it takes limited tools and limited knowledge to accomplish this, and it only takes a few dollars. So the price breakdown on this is, for a 30-pack of these bottle cap openers, it costs $40. With that, it's $1.33 per piece. And then your furring strip is $1.20 per furring strip. And you cut 15 of these out of that. That makes that about an 8-cent per piece to make these. So if you factor in the glue with $7 for the glue, any stains, which you don't actually have to put on here, you can have these as blank pieces, but the selling price obviously goes down from there. So the more you're willing to invest, the more you'll be able to make off of this. So after one container is stained, a furring strip, and a 30-pack of these, you come out to over probably 900% profit on these. This is a huge, huge, huge profit. And like I said, I mean, with wedding season coming up, everybody's buying their stuff now. If you get on Etsy, there are different bottle openers that are personalized, not personalized. They're just like this. They're selling, and they sell them in large batches, mainly for wedding parties, the receptions, things of that nature. They buy tons of these for that purpose. So if you get these batched out, made, ready to ship out, people will buy these for their upcoming weddings as wedding gifts. That's why we have two different videos up. I'm going to see how that does, posting two different videos, seeing a longer form version and a shorter form, what people like, what people enjoy, see if the same type of people are on one or like one video over the other, and we'll see how both those videos do. With all of that said, I want to leave off on two different things First, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel and this community. I hope you want to join. I'd love for you to join. And if you are subscribed, please hit the like button. It helps the channel out big time. It gets my video pushed out to more people. Comment down in the comment section below whether you have questions, concerns. Just go ahead and bring up whatever you'd like to talk about. I'll try to get back to you down in the comment section below. Stuff like that really helps small channels out and gets us pushed out to more people. So it would be greatly appreciated from my point of view. So I got another bottle opener idea. Actually, I've made a couple of them. I'll show you how to make them, and I'll show you what they look like and the possibilities that you can do with them. And we'll do that in the very next episode. All right, so I'll catch you guys later. Please join me in the next video. I greatly appreciate you joining me today and sticking around until the end. You guys have a good one.